let's rewind the tape just a bit. Talk about your BMT experience. I would imagine,
Gosh.
and I'm sure the listeners, at least up to this point in the conversation, would imagine that you probably had some issues being housed with 50 other women at a minimum. How was that experience for you?
How I'm gonna ask you a question. How do
Go
you
ahead.
think I was? Based off my demeanor, how I think about things,
Hmm.
what type of person do you think I was in BMT?
Uh, so I'm a huge fan of conjecture. I would imagine that you were probably you're the person that had the answer in most cases, but was probably quiet and did not give the answer unless someone asked you directly, and it was probably the MTI that asked you directly. You probably hated anything that had to do with group functions or group teamwork. Uh, you probably you probably weren't liked by the other girls. They probably thought you were stuck up or, uh, she thinks she knows everything because you probably didn't know everything. You probably just knew how. You probably accomplished the task a lot sooner than most people. But yeah, I would imagine you probably didn't enjoy it as much because you're just surrounded by what you dislike most about women.
Mm, okay, that's some of it pretty spot on. I was that introverted person, but I was extroverted in my caring qualities.
Wow.
I brought a lot of band-aids and wraps to like heal faster,
Mm,
obviously. Like, especially the first week of BMT, you're getting like fucking stress fractures and your ankles are giving out, right?
mm.
I had the goods. I brought that all with me. I
Same.
would I would support in that aspect. I'd be like, hey, I got a band-aid. Or someone fucking I remember this so funny. Um her name's Gardner, that's her last name. She cut her fucking foot in the shower, bleeding Bloody Mary, and I was like, I got you. Just wrapping her foot up, right? Don't really know her, but I'm helping, right? So
Mm,
yes, I was introverted and I was able to deal with a lot of the bickering. It was so bad. It was high school, essentially. It was gossip, it was drama, it
right.
was no one being able to communicate properly, and it was the first few weeks, it was a lack of understanding from everyone because everyone had their
Hmm.
set way of doing things. And a lot of my flight was older, a lot of women had children. Um, so it was good and bad in an aspect. But I feel like I was more contributing
Mm,
because I wanted to offset the gossip and I wanted
yeah.
to not be a part of the bickering. I wanted to be a supporting factor. I wanted to be a positive. I did not want to be a
Hmm.
negative. So that's another story is in BMT there was this day. It was just so bad. We just could not shut the fuck up. And if we needed to, if we
Mm,
wanted to have more time on the phone, right? And I was just like, this is the one thing I would say that would really, really affect us
mm,
individually. Like, phone time is phone time.
right.
I don't care. Anything else, like folding shirts, we can help each other with that. Might get
Mm,
yelled at a little bit, but it's gonna go again. Phone time is phone time. You get that once a week, that's it. You don't get it, now you gotta wait 2 weeks. I ain't doing that. So one day, it was like third week, fourth week, or sometime around the PT test. No one wanted to be quiet. Mind you, I was quiet, right? So everyone thought of me as the quiet person. I was in my cool.
mm,
I was doing my thing. I was helping other people out. I snapped. Everyone stopped talking. Everyone looked at me and was silent. I had that effect because I was just doing my thing. I didn't bicker. I
mm,
didn't gossip. But they took me serious. They respected me in that aspect. So
mm,
I said, "Shut the fuck up," super loud to everyone. Everyone shut the fuck up, and it made me feel good because it's like, wouldn't you want me to shut the fuck up if you were doing something important or felt as important to you? And I
mm,
explained that to everyone. I was like, do you know how stupid this sounds right now? Us not shutting the fuck up? The easiest task, we shut our mouths. We're
right.
physically able to do that. Just be quiet. It's not hard. And no one knew how to fucking do it for like 30 minutes. I just let it out. And everyone was just in shock. But it was like, I still have a voice.
Mm.
I'm still here with you guys. These things affect me just as much as you do. You just need to realize it a little bit more because
Right.
you're in a space of individuality when this is a group effort. I know
Mm.
it sucks, but we got to deal with it because this is how we're going to move through this the easiest way possible. I don't give a fuck about your problems right now, but I will later, but not right now. So just stop. And I made it
Facts.
as front as possible. Just stop. And everyone did. And it was so good.
Hmm.
So good. Anyways, that was me. I was that person in BMT. I did not talk shit. I was just doing my thing. And I'm being straight up. Every girl's gonna be like, you had to have talked shit once. I talk no shit. There was nothing for me to talk about. I already know where I'm going in life. I don't care about this.
Mm.
Like, we're folding shirts, or you felt some type of way at the defect, like you didn't like get up in time, making everyone. I don't care. Just just stop. It's
That's
making any
real.
sense. Anyways, yes, I felt personal in that because it was a time in my life where I really understood like my voice and where my opinions were more amplified because growing up, I mean, I didn't have a lot of friends either, but I was very good in like sports. That was the only time I was able to like have relationships was during sports. So I was
Mm.
always good in group settings, but I never spoke up about what bothered me. But
Mm.
this, I just needed to because it's like now this is my livelihood. Like
Mhm.
I have to pass. I have to
Right.
get through this, but I can't do it just by myself. It has to be with everyone else.